Let me show you a few things on here before you start working on it. These first ones, you don't need to explain, just put yes or no. So all you got to do is check to make sure. They're wondering, are these two lines parallel? So you got to check to see if they are a proportion. So does 16 to 8, does it equal 4 to 2? Yes, it does. So you just got to put yes. Okay? Now on the next page, most of these are simple. You just set them up. These two, you've got to put the values in. You can go C to 12, but then you got to put this to that. So what would you put for that length?
C minus
24 minus C. And then the same thing here when you do that one. 28, just so you know, you have options. You don't need to use all the numbers. You got to go this to this, and then you can choose. You can either use that to that or that to that. So they just have extra information there. And now on these right here at the bottom of the page, they're wanting you to find this, this, and that, X, Y, and Z. So what you can do is you can set up a proportion this way. If I'm looking for this one right here, X corresponds to 38, right? And remember, you can use any numbers as long as you follow the same pattern. So since they give me the whole length, I'm going to use the whole length. But then what do I compare it to? The whole length here. So you got to add these up. That'd be 70. I think it's 87, but I'm not sure. You'd have to add it up. So you can do that for each one. This one would be Y to 32 equals 122 to that. Z to 27 would be 122 to that. Okay. This one right here, you got to do a piece at a time. You got to find all the missing lengths. Here, 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 and this one, and this one. So you can only find certain things right away. Like, I've got to find this before I can find this. So this is an easy proportion. This to this equals that to that. And then this one would be an easy one. This to this equals that to that.
So we just keep simplifying.
And this one would be this to this equals this to this. So this one is like 6 problems in one. You got to find each missing length. Then once you have these 3 things, then when you find these, it would be X to that equals, you got a choice. I could put this side, since I found it, to the whole side. Or I could use this to the whole side. Then to find this one, you could go A to this equals the whole side to that. Or the whole side to that. Or you can just use this one every single time up here, once you solve these two. You could go this piece to this piece equals the whole side to that whole side. That'd be the easiest. And then you could do this to this, or this to this, equals the whole side to this whole side. You guys get the idea on that? So this one is quite a bit of work to find these 3. The missing sides are not, they're easy proportions. And then when you get to here, if you can draw on your iPad, it makes it a lot easier. Because they're talking about Broadway. East 24th, let's see. On 5th Avenue, where's 5th Avenue? Right here. So those are the 2 main ones. On 5th Avenue, the distance between East 33rd, right there, and East 24th, which is down here. So that distance on 5th is 2,600 feet. The distance between those same ones on Broadway is 2,800. So there's what you're gonna use to solve this problem. So here on Fifth, the distance between East 24th, so there, and East 29th, there is 1,300. So they're wondering, what is that distance on Broadway? So you can go, the missing one to that equals the one given to us to that. It's real simple if you could draw it in on there.